Yeah.
And so Abramovich has decided to. Obviously, there was a backlash to him from the British government. You know, they were speaking about the fact that he's one of the enablers of Putin in Russia. You know, he's one of his biggest beneficiaries, and he has ties to.
He's involved.
Putin, you know, and it's not fair that we sanction the country and we don't sanction him. Which is also a debate for another day.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so what he's done is that he's put the stewardship, not the ownership, a big difference. So the owner is still Abramovich.
Yeah.
But the people who are going to run the day-to-day of the club is going to be the charity foundation.
So that's temporarily.
Yes, that's temporary. So the stewardship, the running of the club, until whenever is going to be put under...
The overseeing.
Yes, will be put under the charity foundation. Chelsea Charity Foundation.
I see.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And now, the issue is that people have is like, okay, no, but he still owns the club. They're like, he shouldn't be allowed to own a club in England.
Whoa.
You know?
Whoa.
And now, this is where it becomes funny, you know? And look, I'm not for Russia here. I'm not saying what Russia is doing is good.
No, it's not.
I'm not saying what Russia is doing is bad.
Yeah.
You know, while it is bad, people are dying. Yeah. The war is, I'm not for war. The war should stop. Mm-hmm. I stand with everyone who says the war should stop.
The war should stop.
And the thing here is, how is it that we find with a Saudi Arabian prince who's killing people, you know, killing journalists, who is, you know, doing so many human rights violations, but we're like, yeah, no, we can't see that because, you know, we're getting a lot of money from him. But yet we are happy to take in this war criminal who's killing people and violating human rights. You know, for me, it's double standard here.
It is.
Because as bad as it is taking over a nation, you know, it's also as bad to belittle a woman. It's as bad as... Have you seen what happens to foreign labor in that country?
No.
In Qatar, where the World Cup is being held. He spoke about how many people have died. Now, should Russia be sanctioned? Should Abramovich be sanctioned? 100%. They should be. This is horrible.
But...
You know, I'm with the fact that they're saying that all the away games that's supposed to happen in Russia shouldn't take place. In fact, I would go as far as all Russian teams should immediately, forfeit their games. That's as far as I would go. Yeah. As just as it is, it doesn't matter. That's pressure.
And the UEFA final.
Yeah, the UEFA final has been removed from them.
Yeah.
It's not happening in, I forgot the place. It's not Lisbon. It's happening in France. In Paris. And I'd go as far as removing them from the World Cup. And yes, does this do anything? You know, Putin came out after they removed the World Cup finals, not the World Cup, the UEFA Champions League finals, and he said it's too bad. It's like, oh well, too bad.
What?
But this now puts, and I would put further on bans on their football team, you know? Because this needs to put pressure, because conversations need to start happening and saying, hey, dude, this is happening.
The Russian Football Association needs to get involved in...
You know? And this would also bring awareness to the people inside who are being fed propaganda. But equally, this needs to be happening to places like Qatar, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Because human rights violations are taking place.
And no one's looking.
China is doing something very similar to Hong Kong, where before their time, they are attacking Taiwan. They're trying to take over Taiwan. They're having an unnecessary influence in Taiwan. They want to do the same thing to Hong Kong. The first one was for Hong Kong, not Taiwan. They want to take over Taiwan now. So they taking what they're doing now. What the statement I said before, it was Hong Kong, not Taiwan. The statement now is for Taiwan, as in they want to take over Taiwan. But their team is still playing World Cup qualifiers. Chinese members who are tied at the CCP, their companies are still allowed to own football clubs.
That's not cool.
And I feel like this should be set as a standard, that if a country does this is football's response to a country. And any country that does it, these sanctions need to be put upon them.
Yeah. Yeah, no.